Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
What's up, dude?
Well, that's good, dude.
This has been a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit, but we've had some stuff going on. It's not like we haven't been doing anything. We kind of have, but
We've been doing stuff sparsely, for sure.
it's here and there. Like, we have something this day, and then this day we have nothing, but that's a nothing day.
Just haven't been committed to the grind at all.
No.
Gotta get back on that.
I got burnt out a little bit, honestly. I was just like, no.
I get, like, I like doing things that make me feel like, like we're advancing in the career, but then at the same time, I wake up and I'm like, time to go do my stupid fucking podcast. Fucking no one except, like, people I know are listening to, and
Which, we're not taking you guys for
we
granted.
appreciate it.
We love all y'all.
Obviously,
You
we
guys
appreciate
are
it.
sweet. I did get a text. I got a text from my brother yesterday, actually.
he was
In
concerned.
the middle of class, my brother goes, "Are you guys still doing the podcast?"
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm glad someone cares that the podcast hasn't been posted in 2
That was
weeks.
kind of nice.
Which is hella peaking. I don't know if you want to make
Are you going to be able to edit that?
fully.
Okay, just turn it down. On that thing right there, you can just turn it down on that.
Like it's reaching the whole
Yeah. Wow. It's better. That's better.
All right.
There you go. Yeah, that's fine now.
It'll just be a rough opening minute or two.
I'll just turn it down a little bit.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
It's good to be back.
Is that an okay amount of volume?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
It's fine. It'll be okay.
You'll do it in post. Yeah, you'll fix it in post. Yeah.
That's literally always the answer in the industries. Fix it in post. Fuck you guys, officially. Fuck all y'all for having that mindset.
Because I'm going to try to make my job easier. Even if it's way harder.
Be like, I can worry about that in post.
I feel like it's just we've been thinking too much about future shit. And you can't think about future shit.
Yeah. We've really been like this, like looking forward.
Yeah.
We need to kind of get back to the now.
You get into a rabbit hole when you think about the future shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, we do appreciate the listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you, it's just like, it's funny because, like, we know all the people who are listening so far. And so, like, all the commentary is from, like, it's from close friends and family members who are like, you guys are fucking retards.
Yeah, that's basically
Yeah,
what
I
the
mean,
commentary is. It's like, I want you guys to put out another episode so I can just see how stupid you guys really are right now.
Well, I've been making my family friends uncomfortable. That's what I've been living for so far, is making people who have known me since I was like 10 years old uncomfortable around me.
Yeah, they're rethinking everything about it. They're like, this guy, like, he really just said that?
Well, because, the dynamic is different now that I'm an adult and I'm around them. Like,
Yeah.
I can say some more stuff. I don't talk to them about, like, fucking. I don't, like,
No,
I don't talk to them
that's
about,
not
like, nasty shit.
But that's
or
not
doing
an
drugs.
aunt or an uncle. Like, that's not. You don't talk to them about that.
Yeah, obviously, I would. That'd be insane.
Sounds like, alright, I talk about this, and talk about fucking, like,
Yeah, could you imagine if you were the kind of guy that brags to his immediate family members that he just had sex?
That'd be pretty sad. It's like, Mom, I did it.
Yeah, but I mean, I enjoy doing this somewhat.
Somewhat.
I enjoy making jokes.
Yeah, no, understandable.
I would prefer real-time laughs, but it is what it is.
Well, you're not that far yet. We're not.
Yeah.
We got a long way to go.
Got a long ways. What's been going on, though?
We
What's
ain't
been
getting any
happening?
bitches, dude. That's what's going on. I'm tired of this drought. And these
Hold on,
these
hold
apps
on, hold
have
on,
been
hold on.
bullshit.
I don't want to expose you on cam, but how long is your drought?
It's like
I mean, truly the drought.
it's probably almost 3 years now.
Since the last time you did what?
So last time I fucked is probably like 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, it's been rough.
That's a lot of years.
That's a lot of years. That's what I'm saying.
We're already we
we're not. You're out of
understand.
this.
Yeah, we get you. Yeah.
I'm on the record right now.
3
20.
years is a lot of years.
Yeah, it is, and it's like it sucks balls because you get a taste of it, and then you're like, fucking 3 years.
I low-key feel like it's worse for like y'all than me, cause like y'all know what it feels like.
Well, for like to fuck and then not fuck for 3 years.
I'm basically reinstated.
That's
as a
terrible.
virgin.
Yeah,
That's what that is.
you reapplied.
Yeah, I reapplied for my card. I think I got it.
For
Honestly.
me, it's been 5 months, and that's enough. That's plenty. November's the month. I committed to trying to get something going in November. So
yeah, you did. You really
November's the month.
did. Dude, I'm telling you though, like nothing. We gotta actually get out. There's nothing we can do.
I
None
know,
of
well,
it.
I just got to strike while the iron's hot. I just got to find the right person. I think I could pull
You
a
could pull
decent enough
someone.
girl.
You could pull someone.
I
by the
think
end
I
of
could.
November. That's not a problem.
I think I could at least get a couple dates
Yeah.
by the end of November.
Yeah. Maybe stick your penis inside one of them, but
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
that was your goal.
That was my goal.
But
We're all about achieving
yeah.
goals around here. We're goal oriented.
Yeah, well, no, you're going.
You're not goal oriented.
No, dude, I don't even.
How-
Because a lot of people do this thing where I feel like they're like, that's my goal. Like they actually verbally set a goal. I don't feel like I've ever been like, like that's my goal. I did it. I'm happy now.
Yeah, I got like a bunch of little goals.
I don't even think about it like that. If that makes sense.
Why not?
Like I don't think of I achieved this goal. I achieved this goal. I achieved this goal. I'm just like
But
I just
then what do you do?
I just
You gotta-
continue to go.
How does your day have meaning then? Like
It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't have any meaning. It's just
hell yeah,
one
dude.
one thing to the next.
Yeah.
There's no thought. It's just I gotta do that. If it's something like I gotta do that. At some point I gotta do that.
How's Tinder been going?
It's terrible.
Why is it terrible?
I get likes,
Yeah.
but like they're not people that I find.
All right. A 3-year drought doesn't get to be choosy.
I'm not
brother.
being but I'm not being picky. Like I'm really not being picky. It's just like
What do you mean? All right, but you did show me that one girl who was fairly attractive.
I didn't get any message back. That's what I'm saying is like people like you and then you message and they don't message back.
Yeah.
So like that's bullshit. But no, it's I'm not being picky. It's like people that like me are like I want a long-term relationship. Like I want
Why can't you be in a long-term relationship?
I know like it's like long-term. There's other options, just like short to long-term, like stuff like that. But people are like I'm looking for a husband. It's like I'm not looking to fucking I'm not looking to marry someone, guys. Like maybe a year or two, and if things really go good, that's fine. But
That's
they're like,
that's what that is, though.
no, they're like, they are looking for specific shit. They're like, I'm looking for a cowboy that's like blue collared, that's tall. I'm like, I'm not
Well,
that. I'm a piece of shit. That
As much as that sucks, shout out to the blue collar man coming back.
yeah, dude.
Shout out to that.
I'm
I do.
being get on Tinder. Every
Yeah.
girl is looking for a blue collar.
They're
man
all
on
looking
Tinder.
for, I mean, kind of just white trash guys. Like,
It's not okay. Like
if you're a blue collar man, brother, go fucking talk to these women. They want you.
yeah, no, I probably matched with probably like 4 or 5 people. I messaged probably like 3 of them. Got nothing.
It's just the way it goes.
Exactly, and that's why I'm kind of just like, well, that's what I said. I said I'm paying for a month. I'm paying for 1 month, and then that's it. Because it's expensive.
Do you have premium?
I don't even have premium. I have like gold, and it's still $40 a month. Yeah, premium is
what?
like 60, $70 a month. That's like a
Yeah,
full
it's too
fucking
much.
subscription. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's
You know
what I'm
what
saying.
fucking sucks about that though? Like, with women, men are like women are very picky about men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's really only a few kinds of men I feel like that attract women, and then it's just you're lucky to find a girl who is similar to you. But I feel like everything is a thing in like gay dudes culture.
Yeah, it's just anything goes.
Dude, if we went on Grindr, cream of the crop.
Instantly.
Cream of the crop.
Instantly.
Because everything is a thing to them.
Yeah. Well, it's just, because any body type for a dude is, like, just attractive when you're gay, I feel like.
That's true. That is there is always somebody attracted to something.
Yeah.
They even like big fatties. They like those. They like the little skinny guys.
Yeah.
They like all of them.
I don't feel like that's how it is on, like.
No, that's
it's
not.
not.
How it is.
It's very specific.
Yeah, straight relationships. You have a role,
Well,
and that's
yeah, and I
you
mean,
feel
like,
that.
especially, like, being on Tinder so close to school, every dude on there is going to be some type of frat guy or just some piece of shit dude that, and like, they're like, yeah, that's who I'm looking for right now.
Yep.
And I'm on there, I'm looking sweet, like a little fucking piece of shit. And they're not going to be like, yeah, he's, that's it.
I mean, the only relief I kind of get from this is knowing that like, in 2 years it's all gonna end. It's all gonna be done in 2 years. Everything's gonna reset again.
Yeah.
This feels like high school.
It is.
It feels like high school. I just don't live with my parents.
Yeah. I said, like, even last year, we're like, this just feels like summer camp.
Yeah. It does. It
It
feels
just
like
feels
camp.
like summer camp with no rules.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
I think what's even worse is, like, you gotta have a job after this.
Yep.
I have a job right now. It's not even like,
Talking about any-
Like career. Yeah. Like
have,
it's.
like, a set career.
yeah.
And especially with our major, I feel like with this major in computer science, mainly we're going into our field with no people hiring.
Yep.
So you gotta
Yeah.
have word of mouth, or you're not getting a job. Like all it is just fucking talking to anyone, just communicating.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're a listener, also keep an eye out for some short films on the way.
Yeah.
We're gonna start getting those done.
Yeah, what are we looking like on those, actually? Like,
I sent him. We
script
just
is done? Is you just making a shot list?
I gotta read over it.
And that thing the thing that I wrote for class, I kind of want to make that.
The drug addict?
Yeah.
You could probably easily do that
I think
one,
we
too.
could do it
That
really
one is
easy.
super easy.
Yeah. It's just dialogue.
And a church.
Yeah. It's just inside, outside of certain places. But it's like all dialogue. It would be pretty easy.
Yeah. We do. We gotta kind of start pushing stuff out.
Yeah.
We just kind of guess.
How hard it is to make student films.
It is hard to make student films.
Well,
It starts with the script, you know. You gotta write
Yeah.
something that you know is like maybe 1-2 locations maximum with not a lot of stuff.
Well,
It's crazy.
so as student films, it's tricky too, because like you're kind of expected to fill every role with limited knowledge of 90% of it, and then you fail, you fuck up most of it, which is okay. It's okay to fuck up most of it, but then you like go to class and people like there's like a shame to it for having fucked up your entire project. But I mean, that's just kind of how it works for now. You know what I mean?
but some of the thing is, like, the spots that you know limited about are, like, some of the most important spots, like audio. I mean,
Yeah.
I know, like, basically nothing about audio, but every
Yeah, I don't
person you
know
talk to,
about
it's
that.
like, if you don't have audio, you don't have a movie. It's like, that's
Yeah.
fucked. And same with lighting. Like, I don't know much about lighting, and you always have to be worrying about lighting when you're on set.
Yeah.
And you have, like, 5-6 people on set right now with groups? What are the odds?
Lighting, I kind of understand. Sound is fucking hard. I don't really understand sound yet. Hoping to understand that at some point.
It's also, we don't have the equipment for sound,
Yeah, we don't have fantastic equipment yet.
which sucks.
I mean, like these will honestly work like as lapel mics and stuff like that. But like we need a boom.
Yeah. Well,
Swing over to the mix center.
Yeah.
but you're not allowed. The thing is, you're not allowed to use mix center stuff on your own individual stuff. It has
Oh
to
yeah,
be.
that's true.
It has to be for
We
school.
should talk about that. That's the other dumb shit.
That is really
Yeah.
fucking dumb. They want us to get our names out and get shit in the industry. We're like, oh, but unless you're not making this for ASU, like you're not paying for it. Why are we gonna?
Yeah.
It's like, what the
suck.
fuck? So I have to buy everything myself in order to make my own film.
Yeah.
And I'm a college student that's already paying like, what, like $12,000 a semester
Yeah, we
plus
pay enough.
rent every day.
We pay enough
Yeah, like,
to be able to use the boom.
Like how much?
There at this point, like
Yeah.
stuff's a boom mic.
I know,
Back
bro.
on, like, the full thing.
My thing is just like how much? What is the repercussions of using a mix center thing on your own individual thing and they find out?
Honestly, probably like being suspended.
Yeah, either suspension or expulsion.
Yeah.
Really?
Probably.
They'll either do that or
Just won't allow you to rent equipment.
say, hey, you have the full rights to this film.
Yeah, they're like very serious about a lot of that kind of stuff.
Especially I don't even think it'd be considered plagiarism because it's not even.
Yeah, it'd probably be like
Nah.
uncredited whatever. They'd get you on it.
Well,
That's
I'm pretty
insane.
sure that, like it'll say like ASU on it.
Yeah.
That's fucking yeah. Because I know anything that you make for school, you have to put at the end like ASU,
Hmm.
blah blah blah, whatever the fuck.
Could we talk about the camera they make us use?
I don't even. What camera are they using?
It's literally, it can fit in like my hand, and it's like the smallest camera like ever, and they give you one lens.
Is it not a good camera?
Is this for what is this? Is this for that music video class you're doing? Does that guy wear glasses that teaches it? Yeah, I had him for like that short production class you have, like where you make that short. film with
Yeah, I
that
had.
group.
I had them for. I had them too.
Yeah, I think
last
that's who
year.
I had.
It's like a really small, like DSLR camera.
Yeah, that's. Can you use that one? Are you allowed to use your own? Or it's like a group project, so you guys are all just using.
To use mix center stuff, so that's why I was like, I know that you want us to use the mix center stuff because we're eventually gonna have to use it down the line.
Mhm.
But why can't I just use my shit? Like,
Yeah.
I know my shit's
Yeah.
better than that camera. Why am I gonna learn it for one class?
That's true.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like stuff is just getting more complicated. Like that's the thing about like when we're learning about like film stuff, is I feel like it's all just overly complicated and it just doesn't need to be that way.
Yeah.
Where they're like, this all has to be written out this specific way. It has to be scheduled out, and it's like, but it doesn't though. Like we could just show up and be like, you guys are in this scene. We have the scene set up. Be in the scene. Like, I understand a lot of it, but there's some shit where it just feels like they're purposely trying to make it harder than it needs to be, and I don't get that.
I get it with like safe set and everything, but when it boils down to filming on campus, like unless it's in a specific building, like yeah, if it's in a building, okay, I can see why you need a permit and like call ahead to say, hey, we're filming. But
Yeah.
if it's like on the street,
Yeah.
like you don't need a permit for that.
Yeah.
Well, is it like those? Like, I mean, all these like TikTok dudes and stuff. Do they ask? Because they do it right in front of the SDFC.
Yeah, they don't have permits.
So
Technically, they can't be filming.
I think that's different though, isn't it?
I mean, they could say it's different because like, oh, we're just shooting a TikTok.
Yeah.
Or shooting like a film.
Yeah.
But you're still filming on campus.
well, what I'm saying is like, do they have to ask the SDFC every single time they go there and do it? Like, do they have to get permission every?
Like you mean the dudes that like set themselves up in the
Yeah.
gym?
Or no. I'm saying like outside of the gym, because you have to ask for permission no matter where you are.
I would doubt that they ask.
Always go up to the girls.
Yeah, like the on the street interview.
Yeah, like are
things.
they asking? Because they're still filming.
I would doubt that they do though. Yeah, they don't.
Okay, that's what I would think so.
Well, for like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way for a week. That's the other thing we should talk about.
Takes way too long.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
Every teacher's like, make sure you guys get your permits in because they're gonna take a week, 2
Yeah.
weeks, and sometimes they don't even get back to you, and you gotta message them again.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Shit's complicated.
It's too complicated.
I'm just trying to make some movies. They don't need to be that complicated. I think this feels like a side effect of things going too corporate. This feels like the art has been taken out of it a little bit, and now it's more just it's about industry.
Yeah.
And it feels like now we could just make movies and be creative, but they're like, no, there's like an industry standard to this now, and that kind of it takes some of the excitement out of it.
Yeah.
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 I mean, you know, sure, I'm a little appreciative that they're getting us ready for what the industry's like.
Yeah.
Maybe that junior, senior year, you know? Maybe.
Well, and who
2 years.
honestly, who are they to think that our generation won't change the industry? You know what I mean? Like, why couldn't we just? Not that we'll tear down the whole thing. I'm just saying, like, why can't we make adjustments and just be like, you know, this? Because let's be real, film hasn't been fun the last 10, 15 years. It just hasn't been. It hasn't been entertaining. There's been like a couple good movies a year, but I feel like movies aren't entertaining. They're all dramas. They're kind of like the comedies that are coming out are really shitty.
Yeah,
they're like just low effort kind of comedies.
Yeah.
And like, I just feel like movies haven't been about fun anymore. It's been about like making just like trying to get your point across in some way. And like I don't understand why they don't think like, you know, eventually that's gonna shift. Like there's always I feel like there's a shift like every 10 to 15 years. So like we're due for a shift right now, especially with the lack of jobs. Like there's gonna lack of jobs is just gonna make people be like, all right, I'll just do this a different way.
Yeah.
If I can't get in this way, I'll just do it a different way now.
Yeah, because they want to get in. If someone wants to get in, they're gonna get in. Like that's not a problem.
I don't understand this whole like, this is how it's done. This is how we're gonna. It's like, no, this is art. Like it's gonna change all the time.
Well, it's supposed to. Like nothing stays the same ever.
But I think that's why movies feel so stale right now, is because there's just like this reluctancy to adapt. They're like, this is how we do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it doesn't have to be though. You can always change it.
That's what they're trying right now. Obviously, it's not working. So.
Yeah, I mean, the box office, like, that's the thing, is they're like, the box office is up. And it's like, it's up for like a franchise movie. Mm-hmm. We're getting the masses to go to franchise, but we're not making like
individual.
We're not making like cool movies. Yeah,
that is true. I have like every movie I feel like now is just like a sequel to something or like to an industry.
They're making American Psycho. They're making a remake of American Psycho.
Yeah, but they were gonna do for that. They were gonna like make Patrick Bateman like a woman who's like a different ethnicity.
What are we doing?
I think they're making another haunted house too.
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah.
With the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
The haunted house. There's like 4.
There's
5.
I think
there's 5.
There's
this
like
is
5.
Haunted House 6.
The critique I have about
I think this is 7.
American Psycho though is it was, if you change Patrick Bateman, you have to change everyone
The whole
in
thing,
film,
yeah.
because it's basically just making fun of the fucking Wall Street guys and how they're all the same.
It's a commentary on finance bros. And so like, if the main character isn't a finance bro, the whole thing is, well, and that, so how would you do that? Because the joke of American Psycho is that he is stereotypical this. But like, if you make it a minority woman, that doesn't even translate to the story. That's like, this is a completely different story now.
You just have to make everyone else a minority woman as well.
But then isn't that going against their agenda that they're hiring for? Like, either way, the satire is to make fun of the star. So if you make her the star, like, what are we making fun of? I don't know. That seems very strange to me.
Well, and you're on the line there because you're not making fun of a white dude anymore.
Yeah, well, and if ever a movie didn't need a remake, it's that one. That's truly a movie that did not need a remake. I'm scared as hell they're going to remake The Godfather.
I don't see why they would.
They're doing a Marlon Brando biopic right now with Brando, like, it's like Brando Godfather, that moment in his career. It looks very odd.
Interesting.
Well, I don't see why we would do a Bob Dylan movie again, but here we are. They're remaking everything. The industry is stale.
Yeah, because exactly. They said nothing new. No new stories are coming out. Everyone is just like,
Well,
that went good. I want to make money, so I'm gonna try to do that again.
yeah, but people are making new stories. It's just studios being like, we don't want to make that though. We don't want your new story. We want to just do this old one. And we'll probably like that because really, if you advertise something hard enough, you're gonna sell tickets.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, a lot of it is just advertisement.
Unless you're fucking Joker too.
I think one of the main reasons why there's such a creative drought, especially among big studios, is because all it takes is, like we saw, it takes one fucking person to say no.
Yeah.
Imagine I have a really good story.
Yeah.
It gets approved by like 10 people. Then this old fuck comes along who's having a bad day, and he says no to my story. It's not getting made.
Well, so yeah, that is a problem. Is that it is like, it's old people at the head of the studio still.
Don't want new stories.
But let's also be real. Millennials are not funny.
Yeah.
Millennials are not funny. Their version of entertain, like they don't. Their gauge of what's good really fucking sucks.
And they just reach too.
They do reach.
Find something,
Yeah.
fucking stick to that.
Yeah.
And
Like
no one else is getting it.
I feel like they always think millennials think mediocre shit is the greatest thing of all time. So like there is a problem too. It is a generational thing where like millennials are just not a talented generation. No offense, you're just not a talented generation. Everybody knows it. It's okay. You weren't raised. You were raised weird, but you're not talented. And the boomers and Gen X are just downers. They're just fucking downers.
I fucking hate when they're just like, God, you guys have no work ethic these days.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you. You guys were just confirmed to be the richest generation
Yeah.
ever exist.
Things cost $12 and nothing existed yet. You like you had all the opportunity.
$50.
Yeah.
And you know.
Well, and what's crazy
I'll
is
go save up for 2 weeks and buy my house.
boomers profited off of like things that were already invented, and then they were just like, well, I'll just make an industry out of it then. It was like, oh, the like TV. Like TV already existed, but they were like, well, we'll just make this station the biggest station on earth then. It's like you didn't actually invent anything. You just bought shit and then said it's mine, you have to pay me for it. That's all you did. And now then you bought your house for $4 and you traded like some rupee or whatever, and now you're mad at us cuz we can't buy a house. Cuz BlackRock owns all the houses. What are we going to do about BlackRock owning all the houses?
What can you do about
Nothing.
that?
There's
Yeah,
nothing we
you
can do. We're
can't.
going to be a nation of renters.
Yep.
Could you imagine being the guy who made patents?
What do you mean?
The guy who, like, came up with the idea.
Yeah, what a slimy fuck that guy is.
Like, hey, I'm going to charge you
Yeah.
for all this shit, even though I didn't come up with it.
Yeah.
Give me money.
He's a slimy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I just wanted to cut.
But yeah, I think music and film are both on like the verge of like it's like on the verge of a collapse, and then someone's gonna have to rebuild it.
I think painting as well. I think
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
physical art.
honestly, art as a whole right now
Yeah,
is going through just
it's a dark period. Yeah,
going through a reboot, and we need.
but it's primed for a renaissance, I think. Yeah.
It's gonna be sick as fuck.
I think we're gonna have to do that.
College.
Yeah.
It's gonna be peaking.
But
I feel
that's
like the
kind
time
of-
out of college.
That's kind of how it is. Like it was dark in the 50s and early 60s, and in the late 60s and 70s it flourished. Dark in the 80s, 90s it flourished. 2000s it did pretty good. 2010, late 2000s into the 2010s, fucking awful. The 2020s have been maybe the worst of all time. These have been truly maybe some of the worst movies, or like at least like the worst batch of movies. Like there's no movie that I feel like has come out in the last 5 years where you're like, that's an all-time classic.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of classics get released, but I've seen some good films.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been like good standalone, like Banshees of Inisherin I really liked. The first Joker I thought was fine. Like there's been some standalone movies, Although that's like a big, that's a comic book movie.
You got Killers at Flower Moon.
Tarantino spoke on Joker 2 and was like, the direction for Joker 2, like, he is the Joker. That's his commentary on society. I was like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Just say it's a...
Tarantino has been getting wild on the podcast lately.
He doesn't give a shit anymore.
No.
He's like, fuck you guys. I made my money. I made my films. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
I think he knows too. I think he knows that what's happening right now is bullshit. It's just not good. Shit's just not good.
We just need a reset.
Yeah.
I said we just need a little collapse. And then we just need a reset.
I think what needs to happen too is a certain amount of streaming services need to collapse.
Yeah,
Some of them just need to go bankrupt.
That's the other fucking thing, dude. I'm trying to watch one show and it's like, oh, hey, we got this new fucking show platform
Yeah.
to subscribe to watch any specific show now.
Like, let's keep it to 3. Let's keep HBO, let's keep Netflix, and like, honestly, probably Disney Plus.
We'll keep the Disney Plus and then like keep the Hulu, keep that.
Exactly. Keep the bundle.
Yeah,
Keep
but
the
like,
bundle.
Paramount, get the fuck out of here.
Get rid of Paramount, get rid of Peacock.
Get rid of Peacock. Well,
No,
Max is HBO.
Yeah.
I know, but just make it HBO.
Yeah, just go back.
Yeah.
We don't need fucking what's the new one that's like everybody's going to, well, all these small free ones
Like Tubi, like all that
Gotta
stuff.
get
That
rid of
shit's
those.
stupid.
Peacock was free. It's a subscription service now.
Yeah, which is dumb as fuck.
Peacock is crazy. Yeah, we just got to get rid of some of these streaming because you just can't. Apple TV, dude, we don't need that. Their shows are good, but like, but we don't need that as a platform. You know what I mean? Like, just sell the shows to a different platform, or like Apple should just partner with Netflix, something like that.
Yeah, do
Like,
something.
we don't need to all have our separate platforms.
Because just paying too much.
Yeah.
Like, because realistically, think about it. Like, if you're paying for Hulu without ads, that's like, what, $15 a month?
Yeah, it's 15.
Max is $15 a month. Netflix is $15 a month now, right?
No, they actually went up. They keep going up.
Yeah, they're
So it's
yeah.
it's $19 a month. What else? Disney Plus now is becoming like super fucking expensive.
well, because they just got like a whole influx of new content.
Honestly, it's better to buy the bundle. If it's a better deal to have the bundle than
Yeah, that's what we have
Than them
right now.
individual.
with ESPN Plus
you
too.
just get so much better
Well,
coverage.
I'm not even so concerned. Like, yeah, like it does suck that people have to pay this much all the time for fucking just to watch stuff. But like, it's also you're just diluting like the art form. Like, if we have to go to all these different places that not everybody has, it's like,
Not everyone's seeing it.
yeah, it makes it very difficult to like make it a cultural thing. It's like it's really hard. Like, what was the last show really? I mean that everyone watched.
Friends. I think that's it.
Well, I mean like Game of Thrones
Okay, yeah.
for sure.
Well, but like the entire world.
The Last
Yeah.
of Us. The Last of Us. I would say The Last of Us is the last one that like everyone really watched.
The Last of Us was big.
I don't think it. I think, in my opinion, I would still say it's Friends though, because like, I don't think we're getting another show where they're broadcasting the finale.
That's true. Yeah, where like the premiere, like the finale is like a world event. Everyone stops. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That shit used to happen like routinely.
Yeah.
Like Seinfeld, MASH, Cheers. Every show that ended, it was just like we all have to watch the ending.
Well, because you didn't have the option to go somewhere else and watch. That's what you
Well,
watched.
there was that, but it was like, but that sort of thing where it was like you had no option but to watch this made it like that made it fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun now to be like, oh, you gotta watch this, and it's like it is cool, and I do think, honestly, TV I think is better than it has ever been. I think the
wouldn't
quality
disagree.
of TV is better than it has ever been.
Yeah.
But it's not as significant. Its impact isn't as significant. Like
It's kinda just
Shogun,
there.
what an amazing show Shogun was. But I feel like, even though like obviously it got all the acclaim at the Emmys and all that, but I feel like it's still, people forgot about it already. We'll remember it when season 2 comes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people aren't like thinking about it as like this cultural moment.
That's, I think, also another thing that hurts not only shows but movies is unless it's like really, really, really great, you're not gonna still be talking about it like 5 years down the road when
Yeah.
the sequel comes out.
Yeah.
Because it just takes so long to make films.
Well, like I feel like there's no movie that came out in the last 5 to 10 years that we're gonna talk about like it would like Jaws. You know what I mean? Like we still talk about Jaws. We still talk about, The Godfather. We still talk about all these movies. I don't think there's a movie in 5 years we'll be talking about in the next 30.
The only one I can see coming close would be Dune. And that's still pushing it.
I think that's really pushing. I could see maybe if you're stretching it, maybe Avengers Endgame, or Infinity War, because like that was literally everyone saw it.
Infinity War and Endgame, yeah, people are still talking about
Yeah, we might talk about that like it was Star Wars, but Marvel might honestly ruin that
They're going
with
to.
what they've been doing lately.
Yeah, people are saying like right now it's like DC is really taking over, especially with their shows.
I'm loving
Penguin.
this Matt Reeves DC universe. I don't know what the fuck James Gunn is doing, but whatever Matt Reeves is doing, I'm on board.
James Gunn's focusing more on, or he was focusing on Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad.
Well, now he's doing Superman,
Yeah, so now we're revamping.
but I don't think
Superman.
James Gunn's DC stuff is part of Matt Reeves'
It's
Batman.
not.
No.
Which that's a fantastic universe. I love the world building.
It's
that
really
they've done
good.
with it.
I really like it. I think Superman into that world would be cool as shit, but it does. I don't think they're ever gonna do that.
It's gonna take a specific type.
It'd be a darker Superman, yeah.
That's what I mean. I think we need a darker Superman though. I don't think a nice Superman feels good anymore.
Yeah.
And that's the amazing thing about world building. We can
Yeah.
make it happen.
And like
Have
Martian
you-
Manhunter
have you
would
been
be
watching
such a
it?
badass.
Have you been watching Penguin?
Yeah.
It's been good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
Round of applause for Penguin. That shit has been really. Colin Farrell, my God. Kristen Milioti. She's been fantastic too. Really, yeah. The acting's
The
been
acting's
good.
been good. Writing's
The
been good.
story's been great. The visuals have been really good.
Shit, I'd break her up. I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, we're caught up.
Yeah, we're caught up.
Yeah.
I'd break her up Arkham Asylum.
Oh yeah, you would.
I'm just saying, it's kind of bad.
She is kind of bad in some angles.
In some angles, it's crazy. Y'all see I also like, because they're a little subtle with it. Imagine, like, you telling the penguin, hey, you're cooked.
Yeah.
You're cooked, buddy.
Yeah, they are subtle with that kind of stuff.
Let me open TikTok real quick and show you this video.
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed by just by the outlook that I think that people, at least our professors, have on the film world. It feels like they're kind of like, it's dead, we're done. You guys aren't going to ever work in it.
I think they're just saying that because
I think shit didn't work out for them. Yeah.
I just think they're projecting.
We got a bunch of dream crushers.
Yeah, they're literally, oh my gosh. Lamont, it was literally like, hey guys, film industry isn't doing shit.
Yeah.
We're not filming.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll start filming when you guys graduate.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
But like we're going to figure it out.
We have to.
Yeah.
Because, like, especially now, like, as I said, we're gonna find a way into this industry and then we're gonna shake things up.
Well, I think with how big stand-up comedy is getting right now, there's literally no way that comedy movies don't come back.
They're gonna have
There is such a huge, like, stand-up comedy right now, I think, is bigger than it's ever been. It is huge. And there's just no way that the amazing comedy movies don't come out of that. They're just we need to get back to ensemble comedy movies. Like, indie comedies are great. You know, like, the one-off, like, what was that, Booksmart or whatever? That was whatever. It was fine. It was trying to be the female Superbad. It wasn't that good.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I think it was like, I was on a plane when I watched it too.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you're a kid, you're like, wow, that's funny because it's, like, stuff that you're not supposed to be hearing or seeing. But, like, now it's like, okay,
Yeah, rewatching, I was like,
this
not
is
No,
pretty
it's
this is
not.
pretty tame.
Yeah.
This is pretty normal. But, like, we need to get back to, like, Animal House style shit. We need to get back to Animal House, National Lampoon's, Caddyshack type shit, Sandler's type shit.
Well, we are getting Gilmore Part 2.
Yeah, but I mean, someone other than fucking Adam Sandler needs to start doing that shit. Adam Sandler's had a chokehold on fun comedies for the last 40 years.
And shit, I don't blame him.
No one
He's
can blame
doing
him.
it right, dude. His movies are.
That's true. Sandler, that's the thing I love most about Sandler is he's like, these are the bros. They're always going to be involved.
Not only that, he has his own production company, so
Yeah.
they can say no.
And he got that
It's like
quick.
Happy Madison film.
I feel like-
Gonna be in it.
Yeah.
I feel like he did that within like five years of being famous. He was like, I'm just going to own this. He did that quick.
Well, I think he knew that
that
that's
Jew
what
in
he needed, though. I think he was like, I need to get like this is if I want to make my movies.
Yeah.
I need to get this.
Well,
right now.
yeah, because I mean, he also has a style where like any movie he brings to a studio, I feel like I would just be like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, all of his critic reviews are terrible.
Like Mr. Deeds. You ever seen Mr. Deeds?
No.
It's like it's a dude who's like his father dies, but it's like he's like the estranged son. It's like there's no reason for the father to ever leave him anything, but the father leaves him like these billions of dollars and like a Fortune 500 company, and he owns like a football team.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're. Okay.
Yeah, and like if you brought that to me, I would for real be like, are you okay? Like, can you drive? Like I'd be concerned, but like it's such a cool movie.
That's kind of what happened in Megalopolis.
Yeah,
Coppola took it to every.
I could see that.
single production house,
it's out there.
and they said, "We're not fucking making this." So
Yeah.
he waited until he had $120 million to
Yes.
spare, just fucking burn, and he made it.
I won't speak ill about Francis Ford Coppola. I love his movies so much.
No, I'm just saying.
Did you see Megalopolis yet?
Yeah.
I gotta see it.
I'm just saying. Eventually, if every production house is saying no,
Yeah, at some point it is a no.
just
Yeah.
don't make it.
But I think he has this weird thing because everyone said no about everything he said about The Godfather, and it worked out.
That was gonna be the next Godfather.
Yeah, I think in his mind, he's like, I made The Godfather. Fuck do these people know? I think that's what that's what he's thinking. Because they were like, Al Pacino will never be a good Michael. Obviously, Al Pacino's a good. They thought Brando wouldn't be good. They thought James Caan wouldn't be. Like, they thought that his whole story wouldn't work out as a movie. And, like, he made it work. So, there is definitely a little bit of ego.
I would have ego though if I was in that exact situation. Though.
There's directors who are like they're fully entitled to their ego.
Yeah.
Like Spielberg,
Yep.
Tarantino,
Yep.
Scorsese,
Mhm.
you are all entitled to be.
You can
absolute
you
patriots.
can whatever film you want to make. That's gonna
You can do whatever you want, and I don't think people have the right to tell you not to make it at this point.
Yeah.
We
'Cause-
have the right to be like, yo, this you missed, but like you can still make it and defend it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like we have the right to be like, yeah, you can't make that
No. Because
because it could become the next best film
yeah
for all you know.
Yeah, because a lot of their accidents worked out.
Yeah.
Like Jaws was supposed to be a disaster. It worked out.
That's a fantastic movie.
Or like Jurassic Park. Fucking Spielberg abandoned Jurassic Park in post. When post came around, he just was like, I'm done with this. I'm going to go do Schindler's List now. And it all worked out. I think both were nominated for Oscars. I think Schindler's List won Best Picture, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, they're entitled.
Yeah.
But
Do like 20 minutes space left.
That's fine.
We're trying to switch it up.
Yeah.
I've been talking about film for 40 minutes.
Well, that's what we do, baby.
Ranting.
That's literally.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's
hold on.
You see what they did to the Dodgers? The fucking.
Mm-mm. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess congratulations to the Dodgers, but, like, go Yanks.
Fuck.
Where is that?
This is LA after the Dodgers won.
What part of LA, though?
Fucking any part.
Well, LA is, let's be completely honest,
It's not
LA is a
as
shithole.
it was when I grew up there.
Yeah, LA is a just full-on shithole.
What are we doing? Like,
This is a team.
go Dodgers! Let me fucking light my house on fire. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
And you're fucking breaking and entering. You're lighting shit.
This is Philadelphia behavior.
Yeah.
This isn't LA behavior. You don't have, like, LA doesn't have fandom
This is
like
Philly
that.
after a loss behavior.
No, they would do that after a win, too.
They
What
would.
is this? Is that,
They're looting.
They're looting. This is fucking breaking and entering to like anything, even homeless.
what the
shelters,
fuck?
so.
Dude, LA is such a I know we have to go there eventually, but LA is such fucking bullshit.
Bullshit. I don't want to fucking move back to LA.
I really have zero interest in being in LA. I want to make my career out of New York. Like, I have no interest in being in LA. That shit sounds terrible.
It's yeah.
It's all just, I feel like LA is just homeless people, illegal immigrants, and liberal white people who are pretending nothing is wrong.
And filmmakers.
Those are the liberal whites I was speaking. Those are them. Yeah, they're like, I live in a charming walk-up on Skid Row. Like, what are we doing? What do we, like, my neighbor is the nicest person. He only does crack on Wednesdays. I think he does heroin the other days, but crack only on Wednesdays.
Can't live without my $30 nice coffee 3 times a day.
Yeah, they're struggling to live, but they have $40 for avocado toast in Starbucks. Yeah, it's such a ridiculous place. It doesn't even feel real.
It's not a real place.
I don't think it is.
Going to like downtown LA, I don't feel like I'm in a real city.
Yeah, that feels incorrect.
It's not okay. It's not. They're trying to be what they'll never be.
Yeah,
and you can totally see.
Well,
it.
and there is just like everyone ignores it.
Yeah,
everyone just ignores that shit is weird. Mm-hmm. Not even weird. Shit's just wrong. It's dangerous. You shouldn't live there.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, hell, like in their own, everyone's too much in their own world to just give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, because everyone that lives in LA like pretty much thinks they're better than everyone else that lives in LA.
Well, since we're on the topic of shithole areas, Donald Trump, Joe Rogan. Donald Trump went on Rogies. The election is in 4 days.
Yes. Well,
It's on Tuesday. 4.5 days.
I think it'll be close, but I don't. Do you think we'll have somewhat of an idea on the 5th?
I think we'll know probably the next day.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it might take a couple days.
Cause I think they'll have the mail-in ballots a little better this time. Because last time it was like
They're the last things to do, weren't they?
it was the last thing, but it was also like because it was COVID and like they really didn't. It was the first time that they did mail-in ballots in every state, and so they didn't really know how many people were gonna do it, and so like I think they were shocked by it. But I think this year they'll have a better idea of how to do it, and I
think more people will try
yeah.
to get out and vote too. I don't think
I
there'll be
do
as
think
many on the
I think
ballot.
there's gonna be more in-person voting this year.
Sucks that you can't start counting mail-ins until the 5th,
Yeah,
which is like, I don't just count it when it gets.
I think that's just for like. That's just because it's like November 5th is America's election day.
Yeah,
Like yeah. I'm excited. I always love watching the election on TV. I love John King with the big board. I love watching him do his like breakdown of every county. It's very fun.
And I don't have school that day, so it's gonna be like I'll make a whole thing of that.
Yeah.
Get up, get breakfast, just like go vote.
I think our teacher's like borderline gonna cancel class for the election, the screenwriting.
On the
It
4th?
sounded like
on
yeah.
Tuesday?
Yeah, it sounded like she was gonna be like, we might not come in for the election.
I don't know why you would.
Which is cool. I might get drunk as fuck. I might get drunk and high all day and watch election coverage and get fired up.
Well, on Tuesday we have.
Oh shit,
our
yeah.
Monologues.
That's fine. I'll do my monologue and then I'll come home and I'll get drunk and high and watch election coverage all day.
You guys did see what's happening though, the mail-in ballots, like most of them.
Yeah, I saw like a lot of them getting fucked up. I saw drop boxes like getting burned.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one Oregon.
And that makes me question who's doing that. Is that Trump
Yeah.
people or is that Kamala
It's like-
people?
It's like, well, honestly, it could honestly be one of like the neutral parties that don't want any of them to get elected.
No, because
I don't
they
think they hate him enough.
yeah they're not opinionated enough to act on it. It's either far left or far right. I think that's a far left thing right now.
I don't see like a Trump supporter like
Yeah.
having enough like
Well, Trump supporters are very like.
just fucking just.
They'll let you know if they do it. That's the
what I'm
thing.
saying. Yeah, Trump supporters are brash.
That's I was trying to kind of think like I don't think they're gonna do it and not brag about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kamala
exactly.
supporters would like they would do it, and then someone would be like, "That's fucked up," and they would be like, "Not really. That's not really fucked up, is it?" Yeah, Yeah, they would do that, and they would be like, "Did you do it?" And they'd be like, "I'm not saying I did, but what if I did?"
What happened if I did?
Well, if you did, you're a stupid bitch.
Stop being a cunt.
I don't. Let's be real. Let's say our predictions on camera. I do think Trump's gonna win,
Trump wins.
and I don't think it's gonna be that close.
No.
Honestly, I thought it was going to be really, really close. Now, I don't know, especially because of the comments that one guy made about Puerto Rico.
Bro, that was a good joke. Tony Hinchcliffe made a good joke. It was just the wrong setting. But I think people are making too big a deal out of this.
Did you literally? We were talking about that, and then on TV, a clip of Puerto Rico's like
Yes.
governor comes up and it's like, "Go America, go Trump."
Yeah,
like,
Puerto Rico.
Go
Yeah.
Trump.
Puerto Rico's like leader. I don't know what they're called.
Nah.
I think right now, especially with around comedies, you can't say anything. People just get so offended.
Well, so Tony Hinchcliffe made that joke. The crowd was like, "Oh," because I think they were nervous to cheer for it out of fear of Trump being like alienated in that.
Mm-hmm.
But then he goes. So Tony Hinchcliffe went back to Austin and did like his regular stand-up shit. The crowd went fucking crazy. I just watched his first set back at the Mothership, dude. They went fucking crazy,
Really?
and people like really did love what he said. I think it's just
In that context.
wrong setting, and MSNBC took it too far.
Don't do it on a presidential election campaign.
Did you hear the joke though? It was a good joke.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
There's a floating island of garbage
Yeah.
in the middle of the sea. It's called Puerto Rico.
Yeah, that's a good joke.
People are like, what the fuck?
And then like 20 minutes later,
And just
Yeah.
blast.
well, Kamala is like, so I saw this. This is just MSNBC. This is left-wing media stuff. Is like Trump and Rogan had 40
Dude, I
million
love
views
this.
on
I
YouTube,
fucking love this.
and then they had like another 40-something million downloads on Spotify. And Beyonce going to her rally had 600,000 views. MSNBC's article was, "Here's why Beyonce is more important than Joe Rogan." It's like, what are we talking about? They were
It's a
like,
reach.
This is what we're talking about.
they were like, it's more important that Beyonce showed up for Kamala than it is that Trump was on Joe Rogan. That's objectively not true. As much as you might hate Joe Rogan or you might hate Donald Trump, that's just not true.
That's just like a statistics thing. That's not
Yeah.
even like a I hate. It's like statistically
Realistically-
thinking.
Like, realistically, the most evil person on earth goes on Joe Rogan. That's more important than Beyonce being on fucking. It's just more important.
What I don't get, honestly, is like, I don't get why people think celebrities endorsing
Yeah,
politics is fucking world changing.
yeah.
Congratulations, you want to vote for this person
Just because you sing "Single Ladies" doesn't mean I need to respect your political opinion.
No.
because I like your song. Doesn't mean I'm gonna vote for the same person you voted for. Notice me. Like,
Honestly, I
I'm
bet
not doing that
I bet
shit.
same people would though. There's some people who are probably like,
Yeah,
I'm voting because Beyonce is voting
There
for
are
it.
some people that will vote and they will do anything. to
Well,
make
but
a celebrity does.
don't you think her fan base is already geared toward Kamala?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I feel like 95% of her fan base is already Kamala
Exactly.
people.
You're not gonna preach one thing and then show
Yeah.
somewhere else.
And
Yeah.
I mean, you could say the same thing for. I think Rogan's outreach is obviously it's bigger. Rogan has the biggest reach, probably on Earth at this point. But like I think that that is so
Fear
insane.
factor guy.
Yeah, like the guy who tells us about jujitsu, that's the biggest outreach. That's insane. But I think that his fan base is more independent than a lot of these celebrities. That like I think most celebrities that are saying like vote blue, their fan base was already going to vote blue.
Yeah, they just needed a confirmation.
Yeah, but there's a lot of fan bases out. Like I feel like these other fan bases are more independent.
Yeah.
And maybe Rogan's is probably more right leaning, but I think there's more independence as part of his group than there is of in fucking Beyonce and Taylor Swift's group.
Well, also because he just genuinely like, if you genuinely watch Rogan, like he talks about like fucking everything.
Yeah, and he talks shit both ways.
Yeah, so it's like
And that's good. That's what you
Yeah.
exactly. So it's like if you're gonna when you put someone on there that's one sided, like of course you're gonna have everyone that's
Yeah.
that side watch it. But as you said, there's
Like
gonna be a
he-
lot of individuals that are like, I watch Rogan, I'm gonna watch his podcast
Yeah.
just because I watch Rogan.
Like Rogan likes Obama, not a big fan of Reagan. I don't think he's even that big a fan of Trump. He's not a fan of Bush. Like he's very I think he seems like a fan maybe of Clinton, but everyone's a fan of Clinton because he is a dog. But like, it just feels like there's more independent shit on the, and like then, this is what really gets me is that it seems to me like left media and just left people in general are trying to invalidate young men. They're trying to basically be like, young men, your voice does not matter in this. We don't want to hear from you. Because like they keep calling us the bro vote.
Yeah, like,
and
what
it's
the
like,
fuck?
But they're saying it as like it's a bad thing that we have an opinion. But I feel like it used to be, you know, if you wanted to like rebel against the status quo, you like became socially progressive, you supported these causes, you smoked fucking weed, like you did shit that like your parents wouldn't do. Now it's like to rebel is to like want a blue collar job, a wife and children,
Yeah.
and live a normal, like that's, I feel like that's the counterculture now is conservative culture. It's very weird.
I think, like, to your point, the American dream used to be like have a, you know, like have a wife, a house, like a
Yeah.
job here. Now it's just like try to survive.
Try to get by.
The
Yeah.
fucking general public
Yeah.
beating the shit out of you.
Well, and I mean, we have to blame this a lot on social media. It's not normal to be in contact with this many people all the time. That's just
No,
not
it's
normal.
not.
I don't think we were made for it.
No, definitely not. Our brains can't handle it. It's too much, and like that's really, I don't even think half of the narratives are dominant. Like I don't even think that half of the shit that Kamala or Trump preaches is what most people believe. I think that's just what the loudest people online believe, and everyone else is just kind of like, this is what people fucking believe.
I just know how easy it is to brainwash people right now.
Yeah.
Dude, you can put anything on the internet and anyone can believe it. Like,
But,
you
like,
could...
That's fucking scary because not only will they believe it, they will fucking die before they even
Yeah.
consider anything else.
Like what's like when you look at a comment section, you see something has like 20,000, 30,000 comments. You're like, wow, that's a lot of fucking comments.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, there's 330 million people. Less than 0.5% is commenting. That clearly isn't the dominant thing. That's what less than 0.5% thinks.
Yeah.
But we're taking that as like, this is what everybody thinks. This is crazy that everyone thinks this. But that's just not true. And there's just like this weird social distortion that's happening where like you have to hate the other side. And I don't get that.
Yeah, it's like, even if I have different views than you, like, I'm not gonna, like,
Yeah.
absolutely despise you and think you shouldn't, like...
No, that's what America's about.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you have different views, let's talk about it.
Well,
Yeah.
each side has their thing where it's like, okay, I agree with that. Oh, I agree with that. Like, there's bits and pieces you can go, but that's like, no, you have to hate them.
I don't like the people, too, who are like, I can't be your friend because you support Israel or you support Palestine. And it's like, we don't fucking live there.
Yeah.
We don't live there. None of this affects us. This is their war that they've been fighting for thousands of years.
We've been fighting since before we were born.
Yeah, brother, this area's been in dispute literally since Jesus was born. Literally for 2,000 years.
And I just hate, like, how people think every time there's a new war between countries, especially the countries that are older than us, which is fucking every country.
Every country's older than us.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta step in now.
It's
Why
crazy.
don't you let them fucking handle
Let
it?
them do it. We're not the police. But it's like, why do we have to pick a side? And it's like, we don't even understand the like we pretend that we understand the complexity. We do an hour and a half of research and we're like, I completely understand all of the religious and ethnic complexity that is Israel-Palestine. And it's like, you don't get it at all. We don't understand it. And like, it's just why can't we all just agree it's a sad situation that needs to end?
But we can't do anything about it.
But the people who go on there and are like, Israel needs to not exist. And then they're like, that's not anti-Semitic. It's like, yes, it is. That's blatantly anti-Semitic. That I can't get behind. Or people who are like, Gaza needs to be gone. Or like, it doesn't need to be gone. Like, there has to be something to figure out there. It's a sad situation. It's not something you choose sides. It's not a football game.
I just hate, like, to your point, it's like, people literally come up to you, or they'll come up to like the fucking government, and they'll be like, "Hey, why aren't you doing anything about this?"
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck am I supposed to?
Yeah. Well,
I'm
it
gonna
like
go fight.
How do I supposed to go over there right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop the fighting.
yeah, like
Stop it, guys.
well, did you see like a year ago, not even a year ago, like within the last 6 months, they were doing like all these little small city councils were passing ceasefire bills.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they really care that fucking Springfield,
Yeah.
Oregon is telling them to cease fire in the Middle East. It's like, shut the fuck up.
It seems like those are kind of like getting, I guess, the town or the people to like shut the fuck up. Like, here's what we did.
But why
It's
is
not.
that
Yeah,
even,
it's not
like-
doing anything, but it's.
Like, what are we doing? That is they do legitimately.
Yeah, they're like.
Like the Portland one. Did you watch Portland? Holy shit.
They
I think they really thought that they ended the war.
Yeah.
They thought that it was over.
That's so funny. It's like you thinking they've ended something when the other side literally doesn't
Yeah.
even know. What
It's
you
so
fucking
crazy.
know.
Yeah.
It's like did you see Vladimir Putin just fined Google $20 decillion?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
It's like it's just crazy. Like we need to just
I think we need to chill. We need to chill the fuck
Well,
out.
all these people who are like, how dare you, like you, Russia, Ukraine. They're like, this is black and white. Russia's bad, Ukraine's bad, or Ukraine's good. It's like it's not black and white.
The only thing this fucking war has showed us is that Russia only has nuclear power, and that is the only thing. Like their military is not.
No, Russia's not
They
great.
don't have a good military at all.
They're not equipped for war. But it's also
The
like,
only thing they have is nuclear leverage.
but why are we pretending that Ukraine is like this very virtuous country? Like they're a very corrupt government. Most of their isn't it like 75% of their GDP comes from like scamming and like
Yeah.
sex work. Like it's why are we acting like that's like this amazing society? I know they're that's America loves the underdog. I think that's why we're rooting for all the underdogs right now. We love the underdog, but at some point we just have to be like, this doesn't matter to us. It's just not about us.
Yeah. Well, we're never gonna think that.
We don't send money for hurricane relief. But they just freed another $10 billion to go to Ukraine. What are we doing? Another $10 billion to Ukraine?
We're just paying for a war at this point. Like,
And that's a war of attrition. That war's never going to end.
no.
That war's never going to end. People are just going to keep dying. It's the same thing in the Middle East. That's never going to end.
I want to know what's the funny thing about that too. We were talking about how movies are like dying. I've not heard shit about the Ukraine war. ever.
Because it's not trendy anymore.
Exactly, it's not people's fault.
Israel-Palestine's dying down too because it's not trendy.
Exactly, people. It's just fucked.
Yeah, you just need to find a new horrific COVID. That happened with COVID. People cared for like really 4 months. And then everyone was like, nah, it's fucking bullshit, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to go outside.
Yep.
It's like, it's just crazy. Like, just, people need to just chill the fuck out.
We're not gonna chill the fuck out though.
Yeah.
Sorry for the
Yeah, all the waiting.
all the waiting.
We're going to be more consistent.
Yeah, we'll get back on it. I think I'll probably try to get this out soon.
Yeah.
This will be out pretty soon.
Went a little serious today.
Hmm?
We went a little serious today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We gotta.
I liked it, though.
Yeah, I think it was a good back.
It was a good, yeah, it was a good
It's
back.
like we're back.
Yeah. We'll get
We're back.
get back to talking about sniz and all that nonsense. We'll get back to it.
I feel like we just needed a break.
Yeah.
Things have been a little bit serious recently.
We've been a little down in the dumps.
Yeah, it's.
We know that most of you are in high school watching this. Shit gets worse, boys.
It doesn't
It
get
gets
better.
significantly
It
worse.
doesn't get better. Feel free to come join us though.
Yeah. Anytime.
We need to get more people on. We're trying to get more guests.
Yeah, we
That's
need
what
more
we're gonna
guests. We'll be reaching out.
do. Yeah.
All right. That was a good cast.
This is.
Later.